Happy Friday, all you fine folks. Says there's two in here. I can see three at least. Well, two, maybe one. He came in a little earlier today and said hello. How you feeling this morning, Bass Man?
Is it morning?
It's morning.
All right. Well, I've missed a couple hours of time there, but I woke up at 6:30 and set the alarm for 8:30, and as soon as I got through setting the alarm for 8:30, I thought the alarm went off. But
Huh.
the 2 hours flew by real fast.
I went to bed probably 11:30 last night and woke up at, I think it was 4. And then around 4, because I leave my phone over on the desk away from the bed, so I got to get up and turn it off, so wake you up.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it set for 9 and went back to bed at 4 and then woke up at 7:30 and couldn't go back to sleep. And now narcolepsy's kicking in, getting a hold of me. Got five fine folks in here. Please hit that thumbs up button on your way in. Let YouTube know that we're interacting with one another. Let's go ahead and say hello to the fine folks in here this morning. In here at 10:30 this morning was Mr. Jack Gallman from Marion, North Carolina. Good morning, Mr. Gallman. Good channel, by the way. Go over and check Mr. Gallman's channel out. Does some good stuff over there. Mr. Scott S. Good morning, sir. Saying hello to Jack. Miss Amy Harrell, member of the channel and moderator. Good morning, Miss Amy, all the way from over on the West Coast in California. We haven't heard from Mr. Kevin yet, so I'm sure Mr. Kevin will probably be sneaking in here in a little bit. If not, that's okay. Need to hope everything's okay with him. Bassman, moderator extraordinaire. Teacher 1388, good morning, sir. Hello, anyone, everybody, and Tony. That's me. Good morning, sir. Shouldn't have got the latte hot because it's cold right now. See, her definition of cold is a lot different than mine and yours, Bassman. Her definition of cold is probably like 70 degrees, 60 degrees. Ours is like 12.
Yeah,
and we're caught up.
My dad drinks everything hot. Anything he drinks is at room temperature or above.
Really?
And he will take a Diet Coke out in a bass boat and lay it in the sun on the deck and drink that thing.
Nope, can't do it. 51 degrees here. That is kind of chilly for California. Yep. It's already 80 in Cincinnati. It's like 76, 77 around here. Lala was talking to me this morning when she was leaving the Ronald McDonald House to go to the Children's Hospital. She said it's already 80 degrees. I was like, wow.
73 here.
Is it 73?
Yep. It probably rained about 2 because it's been raining for days.
Yeah. It is 72 here. I thought, 75, sorry. Switched over from being a little bit from earlier. Yep, 75, partly cloudy. Well, yeah, we got a little bit of rain last night. Not much, maybe about a half hour's worth.
We've had thunderstorms every night this week.
Wow.
They hit during the auction Wednesday, and the last 2 nights they've been during the middle of the night.
Oh, wow. Mr. Coin Stuff I Like. Good morning, friends. There's a good channel, folks, doing doing a series on CC minted coins, all denominations. Getting ready to do some $50 uh, action as soon as he gets done with the CC. Going to do some good stuff. So you need to go over and check his channel out. Mr. Gallman says got a good thunderstorm here yesterday and last night. Talking about coffee. How dare you? Nah, just kidding. It's our good buddy, Mr. C. Griller Stacker. Good morning, buddy. Talking about good channels. He also has a good channel. You need to go over and check him out. A lot of history in the channels that he does. He destroys some constitutional at the beginning of his thing, really. Gives me the shivers every time I see it. I'm like, no.
It's I see them fingers coming in. I know Tiny's curling up in a ball.
Like, he dumps that constitutional out on his desk. It's already bad enough, Seagrow Stacker. You don't have to hurt it anymore. It's done its job. Supposed to be 83 here today near Chicago, says Mr. Scott S. Listening while mowing the grass. It's our favorite Tar Heel, Mr. Josh C. Good morning, sir. No need to thank me, sir.
If you got it ain't grass, but you can come mow it.
Yeah. If I see a good channel and I follow a good channel, Mr. Palladino, which coin stuff I like is Mr. Palladino, Miles Palladino. If you got a good channel and I've checked it out, and I don't want to say I deem it a good channel, I deem it worthy of being a good channel. No, if you got a good channel, I'll definitely put you out there. I'll definitely give you a shout out for sure. There's C. Griller Stacker's channel. Hey, I'll be dropping a new video later today. Got something special for you, Tiny. Ooh. He's going to do something horrible, isn't he, Bassman? He's going to take a scrub on one or something. Ugh. I don't even. I'll watch, but I'll watch like this. Hello, Miss Smiles and Mr. KG Coins saying hello all. Good morning, sir. Since I have you in here, KG, are you going to go to the Cincinnati show this year? I'd really like to know if you and Miss Smiles are going to the Cincinnati show this, because Bass Man, Mr. Kevin, and myself, and maybe Daddy Pa.
July 27th?
27th, 28th, and 29th.
Yeah. Okay, well, then be the 28th. We'll be. Well, we'll be there 28th and 9th, or whatever Friday and Saturday are.
Yep. Compton will be there. Brother Compton will be there. I was hoping some other folks would come down. KG Coins and Smiles. If you two were want to be there, let me know. But be good to see you folks again. Scott S., do you have a bunch of coin books or not? Lucky Duck. It's a great day. Hello, everyone. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. Oh, Tiny, you spoiled. Maybe I'm spoiled. Lala does spoil me. She lets me do what I want to, as long as she lets me. Amy, coin books? Yes, they say read before you buy. I found my cherry picker's guide there yesterday when I was unloading some books. I haven't found my red book. I need to get a 2024 red book. I haven't gotten one yet this year. You got a cherry picker's guide too, didn't you, Bass Man?
Yeah. Yep. Got a red book, I think.
Nice. I have the 20. I think the last one I got was 2022. Yeah, I think the last one I got was 22 or 23.
United States coins.
Mm-hmm.
I got one called Strike It Rich.
Hey, Going Stuff I Like, just talking about that. Just got a Ken Potter signed 50th anniversary. Strike It Rich with Pocket Change.
Yep.
That's my kind of book.
That's the one I got right there. Strike It Rich.
Lucky Duck, what you I can't even talk. What do you want to do that for to me? I have 3 BU bank rolls of drummer boy quarters that I put in flips as I check for errors and quality. Fun. Anything that has to do with checking or going through drummer boys is fun in my book. I like to get me some BU rolls of I don't have any bank wrapped rolls from 76. I'd like to get me a couple. I'd never open them, but
How do you get rolls like that? The banks won't give them to you, will they? For a certain year? No.
No, you have to search on the secondary market for them. Like I have some Lincoln Cents from 76 in BU bank rolls that I have saved on a list to get. What I'm probably going to do is try to find one of my buddies that I do trading with and work a trade for some bank wrap 76 cents. And if I can find quarters. Oh, nice.
I've not found any 24s. I found 23.
Yeah. I found a bunch of 23s, no 24s of anything yet. See, folks, Mr. Palladino's video yesterday was really good. Great history. Yes, it was. It was really good.
I've got to sit down and watch his videos. I've missed a couple of them now.
It's because you don't like him. That's what
That's
it is.
it.
Just kidding. Coin Stuff I Like picked up a nice. Go ahead.
I go in there and he makes me learn things.
Yeah. You whether you want to or not. You know, you're watching it because he's watching it because he's your buddy and he's got good content. But then all of a sudden you find yourself learning stuff and you're like, hey, wait a minute.
And I'm at that point in life where if I learn something new, something's got to go.
Your memory bank is full, huh? You just got to recycle and push some stuff out to remember the new stuff.
Yeah.
That is cool, Jack Almond. Congratulations, sir. Finding some 2024s. I got them from a coin dealer in Jacksonville, Florida. He sold each roll to me for, drumroll, $15. What? Holy smokes. Wow. That's crazy.
That's almost in our price range, Tiny.
It is almost in our price range. That's cool. Congratulations, Lucky Duck. Does he have any more?
Yeah, really. Was there a stack of them or something?
Scott S is saying, Lucky Duck, that's a good price. Yes, sir, it is. Especially when you look at them on like eBay and stuff and like 25, 26, sometimes $30 a roll. And you're like, what? It's $10 face. And I know they're, unsearched. A lot of them would be in uncirculated or almost uncirculated condition, which, they would all be uncirculated. But if they're in original bank wrap rolls, that would be really cool. I want to get some of those that were stamped at the post office from 76. The 2025 Red Book is out. Don't think I'll get it since I have the 2024. Yep, that's what I was going to do. I was going to Hobby Lobby. usually runs a sale. Like when the 25 comes out, they'll sell the 2024 for like $6.99. I'm gonna do that as soon as I can get there. Mr. Gallman has 5 rolls of Drummer Boys put up. Wow. Mr. Palladino's videos are like a masterclass in numismatics. Nice. He bought all the rolls he had. That's cool. Mrs. Coin Crew in here. My high-fiving friend. Good morning, Miss Coin Crew. Hope you and Mr. Keith are doing well. Yeah, like I said, Mr. Kevin, don't know where Mr. Kevin is. Hope everything is okay. I know he's been in a lot of meetings this week. There's been a lot of meetings going on this week at his profession that he does, and he's a very important guy in the place he works. So he's kind of like the go-to guy when something really big happens. Oh, there he is. Mr. Coin Stuff I Like, member of the channel and moderator and partner in crime to me and Bass Man. Hope you're doing okay, buddy. I hope hope work is not dragging you down too bad. Also having a roll of quarters with a W ender. That's cool. That's cool. Everybody saying hello to Miss Coin Crew. Yes, Miss Amy. If they're bankrupt, they're unsearched for sure. Especially if they're from 76, that'd be awesome. What was some of the older wheat cents for Lala too? She was looking at her wheat cent book before she left for Cincinnati, and she was saying that she wanted to start trying to get the rest of her wheat cents. Coins making sense. Meeting to meeting.
I have at least one for her already.
Yeah,
but I can't remember which one it is now. Had it.
For some reason, 55 or 56 is coming to mind. Or no, maybe it was 48.
It might be a 48. It seems like it might be in the 40s. But anyway, you and I were looking at them, and you said you didn't have that one, or she didn't, and so I put it aside. So.
Yes, I watched that as well. That I was talking about good channels. Miss Coin Crew has a great channel. She shows you a lot of silver. Her silver collection is absolutely fabulous. It's amazing. She has old bars, the art bars, and a lot of them are toned up. If you like toning and you like silver, you need to go and check out Miss Coin Crew, some of her older videos where she was showing the art bars and stuff like that. She has a premiere every Saturday on the premiere train with Frosty's Coins and Collectibles and a couple others that I can't remember right off the top of my head. But they run a little premiere train on Saturday. I think it starts at 11 o'clock, and Frosty usually goes live before then. And then Miss Coin Crew has her premiere, and as Coin Stuff I Like was saying he enjoyed Miss Coin Crew's video on Morgans and Peace Dollars, looking for VAMs. Now honestly, I haven't seen that video yet. I've saved it. I have a playlist that I call Friends Videos, and it's a private list, and I put the ones in there that I haven't seen yet. Sometimes it takes me a little while to get around to them, but I always get around to them. Coins Making Sense says 2024 nickel and dimes are in short supply. Uh-oh. Artsy fartsy bars. Yep. If you don't like silver, what are you doing here? Absolutely. I mean, it's not just a color. It's not just a precious metal. It's a wealth preserving material. I know that sounds a little weird, but if you're into silver and you're into stacking silver, you never know what's going to happen. And silver, it's up over $30 an ounce right now. And you can really, let's see, what is the spot price of silver right now? It is $30.61 from one source that I have here. It was at 32. Are we going to see it dip below 30 today before market ends? Don't know. Mr. Gallman needs more coffee. I found this small 925 sterling chain that was mom's and a good find. Oh, nice. That's cool. Oh, yeah, I feel like I could take a nap. I could take a nap right now. Of course, I have narcolepsy. I could sit like this for 20 seconds and I'd be asleep. So, that's exactly what it is, Tiny. Wealth preservation. Yep. I mean, if speaking on silver and wealth preservation, if you would have the extra money, and you're not quite in the gold buying range, silver's a good alternative. I mean, I know some person said there's no alternative for gold, but silver is a precious metal along with, palladium and platinum, gold. Silver is right there. Silver garners a lot of respect in the precious metal world. And there's just something about silver. It's amazing. Mr. Gallman's got to work this weekend. Of course, I feel like I put away drummer boys if I ever find them in change, but I also like to save any Washington crossing to Delaware that I come across in change. That's exactly what I do. No matter the condition of a drummer boy, I put it away. No matter the condition, I put it away. And Washington crossing to Delaware, it's a cool design. I mean, I know some people don't like it. Some people do. I love it. I think it's very big on symbolism, and it's amazing. I mean, Washington pointing with his sword, crossing the Delaware. It's a cool design. Some people are like, oh yeah, it looks like Washington's going fishing. So what? It's a 1-year issue. I mean, I know there were a lot of them made, but still, 1-year issues seem to do well, especially in high MS condition. Red Silver, the original OG member of the channel. Good morning, Tiny and Bassman. Timmy. This is Timmy. Good morning, Timmy and Bassman. I'm Tony. Autocorrect. Tiny to Timmy. I like it. When I get rolls of quarters, I find 3 to 5 drummer boys. Yep, there were a lot of drummer boys made. It was supposed to be a 1-year issue, but they issued them in 2 years, 75 and 76. That's why if you get an uncirculated set or a proof set from 75, they will have the 76 quarter, half dollar, and dollar. So the Kennedy, the Ike, and the Washington quarter are all 2-year issue. So Timmy is Tony's brother. He's my evil twin. Yes, you are Tony. I feel that the Washington crossing the Delaware quarter is one of the best designs of all time that the U.S. Mint produced. Yep. Actually, I have some right here. that I've gotten out of pocket change. My desk, I just set my desk up less than a month ago, and it's already covered in coin stuff. Well, I mean, you can see Dan's codes right here. What's that?
I don't get coins in pocket change. Hardly ever. Of course, I don't. There's no one in this room to give me change, so.
I think you're actually in prison. You just won't tell us.
Yeah.
18 fine folks in here. Please hit that thumbs up. Lets YouTube know that we're interacting with one another, and it does more good than what you think.
You have a striped sunburn from the sun coming through the bars.
It looks like you got waffle pattern on you.
Yeah.
So what's everybody going to do this weekend? It's Memorial Day on Monday. We still will have a show on Monday. Have a special thumbnail for Monday, so make sure you check that out. Bass Man made an awesome Memorial Day thumbnail. Which reminds me, if any of you folks ever need any thumbnails or logos or, the little circles like down here where Lucky Duck's thing is, he's got his little duck in the thing and it says Lucky Duck over top of it. If you ever need anything like that made, get a hold of Bass Man or myself, and me and Bass Man and myself will set you up with a good design. Thank you, Bass Man. Reminding everybody that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 Eastern time, we do have Talkin with Tiny right here, 8 a.m. Pacific time, 4 or 5 through the middle of the country there. No, not 4 or 5. 8, 9 through the middle there. Or 9, 10, I mean. I'm all over the place this morning.
There you go.
Yeah. My wife's birthday is on Monday. I'm throwing a party and grilling. If you're in the neighborhood, drop by. I would like to come down there and see you. I mean, you're really close to the CC Mint. I mean, meeting you and going to the CC Mint to see the Notorious Press #1, that'd be amazing. I mean, we've spent enough time talking in the back room that I know you're a good guy and you're not a, serial killer or anything.
Murderer or nothing.
He's not axe murderer. He's not a serial killer or anything like that. So.
Yeah.
Bandit Jones, good morning. I did a short boiling some pennies that were stuck in tubes. Got 12,000 views. It's crazy. Boiling pennies. Wow. I ran a test 2 years ago. I bought 6 rolls of pennies. I vacuum packed 3 rolls, and the other 3 rolls I put on my desk. The vacuum packed penny enders were in mint condition. The desk pennies were.
That's why I think I'm going to do, when I get further along, I'm going to do some vacuum packing. I've got a vacuum deal in there already, so. But it can even do jars and things like that. If I put them in jars and suck the air out of it, and
yeah.
So that would be a good way to keep, coins from tarnishing and stuff so much.
Yeah. I think I would actually like to do that myself. I think I'd like to get a cents, Jefferson nickel, Roosevelt dimes, Drummer Boys, Kennedy half dollars, and dollars. If I could get those in rolls, if I could get them in rolls, I think I'd like to vacuum pack one of each roll from 76. Like all together in like a set. I think that'd be cool. That's the way it usually goes, Miss Coin Crew. You buy an appliance and you think, oh yeah, I'm gonna use that all the time, like a blender. You know, people buy a blender when they need a blender, and they're like, oh yeah, I can say that I'm going to use it a lot, and they use it like once or twice, and it just sits there. And it seems like vacuum sealers are one of those things. And then on the other hand, you have people that vacuum seal everything.
Yeah.
Important papers, coins.
That would be me if I would get off my butt and do it. But I couldn't get my wife to vacuum seal a carrot, or anything. She just will not. See, I want to put meals in little things and zip them up, vacuum them, and ready to go. Freeze them or whatever. But nah.
Yeah.
She just puts them in the refrigerator in a tub and waits for them to spoil, and then takes them out and throws it away.
I have an air fryer that I've used once. We use our air fryer every day. My son Zach, he loves the air fryer. He has some. We went to Sam's and bought him the big 5-pound box of chicken tenders. The man loves chicken tenders, and he said he goes down there and makes chicken tenders a couple times a day when there's nothing else to eat. Gotta quit watching them infomercials. We got one of those big stand-up ones. Like most of them have a basket in it that you pull the basket out, put the stuff in it, put the basket back in. Ours has a door on it, and it's got 3 shelves. I think it was given to us like 4 years ago as the anniversary present from somebody, I believe. And we didn't use it for the first 2 years. It just sat in the box because we already had one. And then whenever we moved, we had the old one. We plugged it in and went to try it, and it wasn't heating up. It was just circulating the air. It was weird. So we said, hey, don't we have that big whatever XL it is? It's like a 12-quart air fryer. And that's what we use now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
My daughter got us one of those stupid brooms that looks like a squeegee.
Yeah.
Yeah. That thing will never get used. She bought one of them mop buckets that spins your mop.
We've got one of them.
Spins the mop to sling out the water for you and all that.
Yeah.
Used it once.
We've got ours that's
tried it, put it up, and ain't been used since.
Yeah. Silver Dollar Saloon has a Morgan. That's cool. Silver Dollar Saloon has a Morgan design Liberty etched on the back porch door window. That's cool. I'd like to see that. Next time you're there, if you don't mind, snag a picture of that for me. I love etched glass artwork. I also like those guys that, they go around painting windows and stuff, and they paint them backwards. They have to paint like the highlights first, and then the drawing of what it is, and then the background. It's wild how they do that. You used to do that on glass, didn't you, with the Arkansas mascot?
Do what? What did I do to him?
Didn't you used to paint like that? Paint backwards on the glass? The Arkansas. Yeah, the Arkansas hog there.
Yeah. They won the championship one year, and I painted it, and I took a newspaper clipping and put behind it, photocopies of it.
Uh-huh.
And so you could just see there was a newspaper, and it had the headline up at the top, above the Razorback, and I sold them to friends and stuff that liked the Razorbacks, and because it was unique, they couldn't, or gave it to some of them. I gave it to them for presents, like my aunt and whatnot. But yeah, that's hard to do, that painting backwards business.
Yeah. Oh,
You can-
especially those ones that do the big murals on the big 8x10 or 8x12
Yeah.
windows.
And if you
Those are
can paint
amazing.
normally, like a portrait or something, do not do the glass painting. It will ruin you. You can't get back the other way.
Yeah. Cool stuff I like. I was talking about if you were ever back at the Silver Dollar Saloon, snag a picture of that back window if you could, so I could see it. And I was talking about how I loved etched glass. I had a
That's stuff that's collectible. I mean, like I like to see it, taking a picture of it so that it's remembered,
right.
doesn't just go away.
I had an old '71 Chevy pickup truck that was really nice. It was fully restored, and on the windows, right above the door locks, they had the Chevy emblem etched in it, etched in the side windows. It was really cool. Where'd it go? There it is. Mr. Bandit Jones got his Sigma Pro yesterday. He started testing his stuff. Uh, You've pre-made frozen food air fryer is okay, but I make everything fresh, not frozen. Yep, I usually do too. But for a quick meal, they work out pretty good. All my proof piece and Morgan's test just in the yellow on my Sigma Pro. Now this I didn't know. They mix the paint with soap, so later they can clean it off. That's cool. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Nah, you don't have to mix it with soap. You can, but you don't have to. It'll come right off.
Yeah.
It's
slick and it's barely
razor scraper and it slides off.
Yep. Because glass isn't porous.
Yeah.
It's slick and it's easy to take off the paint. It's like chrome. You'll see these guys painting on chrome and stuff, and you're like, that's going to come right off.
You got to paint with acrylic paint, or if you put oil on it, trying to do it with oil paint, you never would get the stuff to stick to the glass. It's hard. It takes a lot of drying time that way, but if you do it with acrylics, it can usually stick to the glass pretty well. But like if you put some down and then you go over it with something else and hit the edge of it or whatever, you could roll it up and stuff. So you got to be real careful.
Oh, wow. Seagriller Stacker is asking Mr. Palladino, Wiles, is the Mark Twain Museum still open? And he said they just reopened the Mark Twain Museum, just had Mark Twain Days up there, and the CC Mint was striking Mark Twain medals on coin press #1. Department of Numismatics, member of the channel. How much fish can Bassman fish when Bassman fishes or fish? What's the smell? Fish. Good morning, Don. Good to see you, buddy. I'm going to say all of it. All of them. How many fish? How much fish can Bassman fish when Bassman fishes for fish? All of them. He fishes for all of them. He may not catch them all, but he'll catch some.
I even catch some I don't intend to catch.
Like at one day. What in the world was that thing? It was huge.
Grinnell.
Thing had teeth like an alligator.
Yep. They got them out. They don't have that many teeth, but the ones they got are needle sharp and big. They look like pins in their mouth, sticking down. And that was probably a world record, and I let it go.
Coins making sense. That smells fishy with that one, Don Bullion. Cannolis are being handed out. Amy Harold Bassman, Band of Jokes. Good morning. Mid-morning cannolis for you. I'd like to have a cannoli right about now.
I don't know if I've ever had one. What's a cannoli?
Oh, it's good.
Is it heaven in a wrapper or something?
Yeah. How do I explain a cannoli? It's a wrap it's like deep fried and it's got sugar and stuff on it. Okay, let me look it up. Let me see what it says. Cannoli are pastry consisting of a tube-shaped shell of fried pastry dough filled with a sweet, creamy filling containing ricotta, a staple of Sicilian cuisine. They range in size from 9 to 20 centimeters in mainland Italy, if they are uncommon, known as cannoli siciliani. Let's see.
Huh. I don't know that I've ever eaten one of those actual. They make a thing that you can buy, prepackaged things that are they're kind of cone shaped. They get smaller as they go toward one end.
Yeah.
And it's full of like a cream filling.
Mm-hmm.
I've had that before, but
cream horns. That's like what you're talking about. They look like a spiral.
Yeah.
Real flaky crust. Yeah, those are cream horns. So what's what we always call them was cream horns. Yeah, it's kind of like
I've had them, but I don't guess I've ever had a cannoli.
Seagriller Stacker used to work at a fish shop. People would come in and say, "It smells like fish." I would reply, "It smells like money to me."
Yep.
Here you go. Cannoli is an Italian dessert in a cone filled with mascarpone cheese. It's a gift from heaven.
Oh, it's filled cheese. With
sweet cheese. It's good. It's good. They put all kinds of stuff in them, but
I thought it was like a cream filling, but that's cheese, huh?
Yeah, but it's sweet. It's a pastry, but it's really good. Really good. I had them when I visited New York. Can't get that at McDonald's. Maybe make one out a taco. I go to a deli that stuffed the cannoli shells as you buy them. Never get a cannoli that was stuffed hours ago. Yeah. Mr. Robert Bentoff, member of the channel, saying, "Are you talking about the Mark Twain House in Hartford, Connecticut?" I think he's talking about the Mark Twain Museum down there in Nevada, sir. It's a cream filled and delicious. Yep. Put some sunflower seeds out on the fence for squirrels. Nice. I like watching those ninja squirrel obstacle courses that this one guy makes. He makes these real elaborate obstacle courses where there's like a board and there's a rope, and then he's got pipes over and under where they got to go over so far and they got to go under so far and over so far, and then there's one where it's got a catapult where it catapults the squirrel to a big net, and then they crawl up the net and they get the nuts or whatever was on the end of it.
It's really there was cool. One video on there that the guy built that all over the yard, really worked it out. Yeah. The squirrel went to about the third thing, backed up and jumped and just caught the edge of the feeder.
Yeah.
And got into the feeder. So he didn't have to go to the whole obstacle course.
It's like, I'm tired of this stuff. I'm going to just make a jump for it.
I can make that leap.
Nice. The one in Virginia City, Mr. Pintoff. the Mark Twain Museum in Virginia City, Nevada. He wrote the Territorial Enterprise during the Comstock boom days. Nice. You have a good day, Mr. Jones. Good seeing you, buddy. Department of Numismatics. He said, I got the P&D bags of Alabama American Innovation Dollars. It has the Saturn V rocket on it. Yep, awesome. I think I'll give them out for future giveaways, but I need to start making content again. That's cool. Get Mark Twain's book, Roughing It. He tells stories about those boom days. Nice. Yes, it is shaping up to be a beautiful day out there. Sure is. Hope the rain holds off. Of course, down Bassman's way, it's been raining for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, the forecast from last Tuesday to next Tuesday is 50 or more % rain.
That's a lot of rain.
Next Tuesday's supposed to be a clear day, but now that don't mean it will be. But
yeah, have they given any prediction on how many inches or stuff in that going to be from Tuesday to Tuesday?
No, we've been getting plenty. Believe me, it has been coming down. Yeah, all the ditches and everything are filled with water. And there are some campgrounds and such that people have had to evacuate because of
flooded out, are they?
Yeah, the water coming up.
We back at our old house, every 5 or 6 years, there would be at the beginning of spring, end of winter, there would be a big flood, and it would come up in our backyard about 4 feet. Rain is a powerful force of nature to be reckoned with. Whenever it gets going and doesn't stop for quite a while, it's dangerous. It's 55 and breezy here in California. Supposed to get to 75 today. It's kind of weird the East Coast is hotter than the West Coast. It's already 80 degrees in Cincinnati this morning. It's 75 here now. It's supposed to get up to like 82 or 83 here. But Lala and Zoey are going to their last appointment of the week today around 2, and then they will be on their way home. Still cold up north, says Miss Amy. I'd like to go see the mountains in California. They say they're beautiful.
They are. If you want to see anything, any kind of terrain, you can go to California and see it. They got desert, they got mountains, they got trees, they got rivers, they got everything. Of course, it's a big state.
Yeah,
so.
Nice. Yeah, I'm used to the mountains from here, West Virginia, the mountain state.
I could leave my house and go 30 minutes one direction or maybe an hour and be on a beach, and do an hour drive the other direction and be snow skiing. It was that close to places that you could do that kind of thing all the time.
Here we go. Here on the eastern Sierras edge of the Great Basin, we'll get virtually no precipitation until maybe October, except for the occasion evening thunderstorm late July, early August. I don't think I could do with no rain. Oh, Department of Newsmatics. Oh, I'm apparently under a thunderstorm watch where I'm at.
Yeah, we have been for several days. I don't know if we still are or not.
Miss Amy's saying Alaska is different because we get the cold breeze from there. That the Arctic wind coming down from the north, blowing down into California. Yep. Seagriller's telling Miss Amy that I'm sure 100 degrees are right around the corner.
Yeah, we got 2 hours. 2 hours northwest of us, there's a big thunderstorm coming.
I
2 hours.
like thunderstorms, but the one thing I can't stand with big storms is I can do rain, I can do hail, I can do snow, I can even do hot. I don't like hot, but it's survivable. But wind scares me to death. I absolutely hate wind. Amy Harrow question: can you see Russia from your house? I'm asking for a friend. She's not in Alaska, Department of Newsmax. She's in California. But you got a high enough power telescope, you can see Russia from. It's like what, 50 some miles, 80 some miles to Russia from Alaska. It's not very far at all.
I was born just a few miles out of Canada in Washington State. So,
Yeah.
but I was born on an island.
What was the island called? You remember? I remember looking at the island with you, but I can't
Yep.
remember the name of it.
Whidbey. Whidbey Island. Born at a place called Oak Harbor.
Oak Harbor.
Submarine base.
Nice. My daughter lives in Portland. It's not, it's knowing like the Forrest Gump description of rain in Vietnam. Many different kinds of rain all the time. Yep. The Pacific Northwest is a wet, wet place. Oregon and up into Washington. Those are the only two states I've never been in. Is Oregon and Washington up in the corner.
Yeah.
I always said I wanted to go visit them. Just drive into Oregon and scoot up the coast to Washington, but
yeah,
I doubt it'll ever happen.
I was too little to see most of it, or remember it. But believe it or not, I went fishing when I was 2 weeks old.
Oh, wow. I remember sitting on my dad's lap when I was like 4 or 5, driving the truck down the interstate. I was probably 2 or 3. I can remember fishing with my dad. My dad was a big fisherman, semi-pro. He was in the Four Rivers Bassmasters here in West Virginia. I don't even think there's still a club anymore.
I was too small to remember it, but it snowed shortly after I was born, and my dad tried to tell me it was acres and acres of ice cream.
It's all ice cream out there. You can make ice cream out of snow.
Yeah, I was too little to know any better.
Hey, Bassman, Whidbey Harbor. I've been there a few times, Bassman. I was working for General Dynamics and visited the base at least twice a year with that job. I enjoyed it during the summer months.
Yep,
Nice.
NAS would be Harbor. My dad was stationed in an air base, but I was born on a sub base. They're both of them there.
Yeah, I remember that's where the hospital was, wasn't it? I was born on the south side of Chicago in Highland Park Hospital. Nothing.
Oh, Tiny, you got a question there about your P.O. box?
Yes, sir. Still using that one in Seth there till I get a P.O. box here. For now, yeah, I'm gonna get a P.O. box here. We have mail delivered straight to the place here, but yeah, I'm gonna be getting a P.O. box here pretty soon too.
Post office hadn't invented P.O. boxes there where he lived now.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of nowhere just about.
Yep.
They had a problem with people moving out of here because I live in an apartment complex. Had a problem with people moving out of here and taking the keys with them to the boxes out by the road.
Oh,
because
yeah.
There's a big, and we asked them for a key. They said, well, they have to come change the locks, and they got to come from like an hour and a half away to change the locks. Well, they changed the lock, give us a key. We went in and got a key, and then 2 days later, here at the complex, they put those boxes beside the door on every apartment. So now they're delivering right to the apartment, to the box right beside the door.
I bet the mailman likes that.
Actually, he does because he gets paid more. When he has to deliver straight to a house, he said he gets paid more than to a box. When he's actually got to walk, he gets paid his normal rate, and then he gets paid for walking so far. He gets paid for walking. So when he come out here, when those post office boxes were put up, he come out here with one of those little measuring wheels and measured from door to door. Enjoying staying in Oak Harbor. There was this teriyaki restaurant in town. Nice. I ate there almost every evening. Yummy. Yep. She go there. Secker said he had a buddy whose dad flew out of Moffett. I always wanted to. Wanted to go to Oregon and Washington, but I didn't want to fly in. I wanted to drive in, like I drove to all the other states. I wanted to drive into, and going from the East Coast to West Coast, it takes you days to do it. And whenever I was going to do it, whenever I was able to do it, we had Zoey, and Zoey was little. So traveling with Zoey it's an experience because Zoey can't ride in a car more than a couple hours at a time, and then she has to get out and stretch and give her body a break and stuff like that. So yeah, a two-day road trip would turn into a 4-day road trip real quick.
Amy's talking about an Air Force base there. I used to live, when I was in the Navy, I lived closer to Travis Air Force Base than I did the Navy base. And so I used to go to the doctor and the PX a lot of times over at the air base instead of going on to the Navy base.
Yeah. Department of Numismatics is asking you, Bassman, what was the berry that they grew on that island? Mulberry? They had a summer festival that harvested them and made delicious wine out of them.
I think it's mulberry. I've heard of that. I was, like I say, I was born there and I left after about 6 months, and so I didn't know there were berries. But I have seen something about there being berries there.
You have a great weekend too. Coin stuff I like. That's cool. Well, we're at an hour, my friend.
Are we? Yes, we are.
Yep. Sure are.
Yep, it was Travis Air Force Base, Amy. I lived right close to it there in Vacaville.
Vacaville?
VACA.
Huh.
Vacaville.
That's a odd name, isn't it?
I think it means cowtown or something like that. And which is funny because the town I come from, where I lived here before I went in the service, was called Cowtown.
Oh, wow.
I think it was called Cowtown because of the fact that, she spelled it Vacaville. They had an auction barn there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there you go. Vaca is cow in Spanish.
Nice.
I know one thing. If you follow the freeway through town and you left town, I think it was heading north. When you'd head north through town going towards Sacramento, all the restaurants and stuff were over there, all the hamburger places and whatnot, because they also had an onion factory in town.
Oh, wow.
And the prevailing wind blew that direction. And so as you were going up through there, you'd get so hungry, it smelled so good. You would think an onion factory would not smell good.
Right.
That one smelled good. It smelled like somebody barbecuing on a grill, and they smell good. So everybody going out of town would be pulling off at the restaurants.
Yeah, I'd like to own one of the restaurants right after that factory.
Yep.
You smell all that coming in, then you get to it and go, oh, okay, that's why. You go, yeah, well, why don't we just stop here and get something to eat?
Yeah, they did mushrooms and onion.
Let's go ahead and say our goodbyes. And what's that?
The Seagriller Stacker said the nut tree, probably the nut tree. The nut tree is a restaurant and kind of a tourist thing at the edge of town. My aunt and uncle used to, when they were home, would go there almost every Saturday morning for their coffee and meet people.
I'd like to get a thing going like that where on a certain day, like me and Lala would go out for coffee or something like that every Saturday or Sunday morning. That'd be cool. Have a little.
That was a big deal up where my wife was from. Her dad, now he was a policeman and a fireman. He was a fireman until he retired. Then he became a policeman and then retired.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, he knew everybody in town.
Mm-hmm.
And they were big on going to a restaurant there in town that everybody would eat at. And they'd all meet up. They'd have half the restaurant full of people, that knew them.
Yeah.
That'd
be cool.
Well, be sure and come back Monday because we're going to have a new thumbnail up, special one. And I worked hard on it. Well, maybe it did. But anyway, come back Monday and let's all do this again. Have a good weekend. And until then, I'm wishing I was fishing. Bye.
You guys have a good weekend. Get out there. Remember, like Teacher 1388 says, remember what this holiday is for. It's Memorial Day. It's a big one. So come back Monday and see us. Hopefully Mr. Kevin will be in here Monday. I know he's in here now, but it's just not the same without him. You guys have a good weekend. I love each and every one of you, and I hope this finds you guys safe and healthy. You guys don't forget to check that pocket change because you never know what you got in your pocket till you look.